After a 3-year absence from the gaming scene, Sam Fisher sneaks his way back into the shadows in Splinter Cell Blacklist, the follow-up to 2010's Conviction. We managed to get our hands on a preview copy of the game, and after playing about 4 hours of the single-player campaign, here's what we know about Blacklist. Blacklist opens with a terrorist attack on an American military base in Guam. An organization known as the Engineers claims responsibility and states that these attacks will keep coming and keep escalating on a weekly basis until the US withdraws all of its troops from foreign countries. They publicize what's known as the Blacklist, a list of all the upcoming attacks with vague names like American Consumption and American Freedom, as well as the date that each attack will take place on. It's up to Sam Fisher and the newly formed 4th Echelon to put a stop to these attacks before they happen and get to the bottom of who's behind the Engineers. Splinter Cell Conviction marked the beginning of a bit of a departure from Splinter Cell's hardcore stealth roots. While stealth was still important, it felt like it took a backseat to the action. From my experience so far with Blacklist, the game seems to be trying to hit a bit of a sweet spot between the two different styles. Returning from Conviction is the Mark and Execute system, which lets you mark up to 3 targets and then with the press of a button, take out all 3 of them in one cinematic slow motion sweep of your gun. There are some substantial differences to Mark and Execute this time around though. For one, after you use your Execute, you actually have to kill or subdue 4 enemies in order to get another Execute. This is a huge difference because in Conviction, all you had to do was get a melee kill on a single enemy to get another Execute. You could pretty much always count on having multiple executions available during any given fight in Conviction, but that simply is not the case here in Blacklist. Executions are much rarer this time around, leaving Fisher to rely more on his gadgetry and cunning. A big focus of Splinter Cell Blacklist is to let the player tailor the game to their style of play. There are 3 ways to play a Splinter Cell game: pure non-lethal stealth, mixing stealth and combat, and pure combat. These 3 styles of play are represented in Blacklist as Ghost, Panther, and Assault respectively. By performing actions that fall into one of these 3 styles, you are rewarded with points. For example, getting through an area without enemies knowing you're there will get you a lot of points in the Ghost style. Stealth kills will net you Panther points, and getting into full-blown firefights will still get you points for Assault. No matter how you play, you'll still get rewarded. These points can be used to purchase a myriad of upgrades. Sam's entire suit is customizable, from his goggles right down to his boots. Players can either outfit him to be stealthy by using equipment that makes him quieter, or they can focus on armor and tailor him more to an assault playstyle. Points can also be used to purchase new guns, new gadgets, a radar, better health regeneration, and much, much more. While I only got the chance to play through the single-player mode of Blacklist, it should also be mentioned that the point system is universal. So, points earned in multiplayer can be used to upgrade Sam's equipment in single-player, and vice versa. Overall, Blacklist's single-player campaign is shaping up to be another fantastic entry into the Splinter Cell series. Those who felt burned by the changes in gameplay focus from Conviction owe it to themselves to give Blacklist another chance, especially with the addition of Perfectionist mode, which takes away the HUD and the ability of Sam to execute enemies after marking them. Thanks for watching our video preview for Splinter Cell Blacklist, and please be on the lookout for our full review on gamefront.tk and our video walkthrough on the Gamefront Walkthrough YouTube channel once the game releases on August 20th for the Xbox 360, PS3, and PC.